couple houses along here because they were too close to the road on the left side.
Ah.
You know, they eminent domain, I think they call that, where the whatever you have, the government has the right of way.
Yeah.
Highway 32 to take Emma home. So kind of thought the 4-lane should go up this way, so it would go around West Point. But I don't know, that didn't go through. They developed this area here. It's called Wilderness Park. And you can park your car here, and then you can walk. There's paved walkways, and they're wide, and you can walk around the whole thing. And there are different, I mean, it's not just around, there are pathways, paved pathways through it.
That looks like field, farmer field or something.
Yeah, there's a bean field right there. So, and Emma lives up this hill. Or Emma and her family. Here, Emma.
That's probably somewhere next probably.
Maybe next one. So right here is their new house.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
That's pretty nice. Don't forget your phone.
I have it.
Thanks for coming along. You were a big help.
Nice meeting you. Nice seeing you.
Yeah, you'll see her.
Bye, Grandma. Love you.
Love you too.
All right.
Now, see, that's my skid loader. I've got Tom borrowed my skid loader,
Mm.
and that's my trailer down there to haul it. And it still works, but he's kind of smooth. He's got a pretty big lot. He's actually going to build a shed
Ah.
too, so he can, have a little extra space for, storage. So it actually goes down to that. I don't know if you can tell, but there's a bean field there, and it goes. Their lot goes down that far.
I mean, they don't have a farm. It's just a big acreage.
Right. It's just an acreage. Yeah. Yeah. He's not gonna. But he wanted a bigger lot for a shed.
Yeah, I forgot how rough this gravel
Oh yeah.
ride.
And they can't get it paved because of the water that would come off the pavement into this wilderness park area. So they can't. They won't pave it according to the city ordinances or something.
Oh, they're in town still, or?
Yeah, it's West Point. Now, normally I could go straight to the four-way stop up here, but I'm going to turn here. I wanted to show you something.
Oh, okay. Was this that Oakland Road or something, or is this?
Well, we turned off the Oakland Road.
Right.
Yeah, that road, if we'd have kept going instead of turning to take Emma home, that was the Oakland Road. This up here is the new high school. It's been here, I don't know how many years, but I mean, this right over here, and Beamer joined with West Point, so it's West Point Beamer Public School.
Is that new, like in the past, 20 years?
Oh yeah, I would say even less than that. I'd say
In
maybe less than 15.
The grammar school's there too, isn't it? Or is that somewhere else?
Yes, no, the grammar school's there too. Right.
Oh, they just have it all in one building.
Right.
Because they used to have a separate grammar school, I think.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think they did. I gotta think. I'm trying to find the street where your grandpa and grandma lived.
This is it, isn't it? Bruner?
Is this Bruner? Well, I'm trying to. Your dad told me this story once, and I'll never forget it. Let's see. No, this isn't the right street. This is Cloakey Street. But, where he grew up was pretty close to the school. To the old school.
These looks like a new house or something.
Oh yeah, these are all fairly new houses. I need to go back.
Is this Grove Street?
I think you're right. I think it is Grove. Yes, it's Grove Street.
And Bruner should be coming up.
Okay, well you got this better than I do.
Because it's like, I've heard that nobody's living in that house,
No, I don't think so. I don't even know if it's there anymore. Alright, this Beamer Street. I think we're too, this is probably, we're too far.
Yep.
Okay, let's see, let's go back here. Wait. So this isn't but it curved around like this.
Yeah, we're past it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. It's not this.
No, we're
right.
past it.
So I should go back to the south or to the
Yeah.
left.
Yeah.
This is Monitor Street. I'm gonna figure out here what I'm doing. Okay. It says no street sign. I'm gonna keep going. You know, and it has changed too. Let's see. All right, this is Grant, East Grant.
You can probably go left on
I
this.
think that you're right.
They still see they keep all the brick streets in place.
Yes, yeah. This is Farragut. Must be a block more, huh? Okay. Bruner. Okay.
Then go left.
Yep. Okay, well now there is a car in the driveway.
And that would have been Dave Wimmer's old house.
Yes, and now the grave bombers are there. Okay, see, there's no house there at all.
There isn't? They tore
There's
it.
just a barn, kind of a barn. Can you tell? There's just a little, like it's just real small.
Oh. Let me get out and look at it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wow.
I'll pull over after you get out.
All right.
Yeah. So the house is completely gone.
Wow. Wow, the house is gone. That looks like a new barn. Yeah, that looks like a new barn. That barn looks new. Wow, wow. Yeah, that barn looks new.
They must have, like one of those prefabricated deals that they, like a storage shed, like for lawnmowers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Your dad told me that he would time it so that if he left home on his way to school, that he would get there just when the bell rang. And I said, well, how come you did that? And he said, because there were some boys that would harass him, like bully him. So if he got there very early, they would give him a hard time. How he had to go through that kind of treatment. But, he did have to run because it would be just down here. It would be, the school would be the public school anyway. Would just be. Now the public school, they made that into apartments. So we'd have to go 3 or 4. Yeah, see, right there's the public school.
To the left.
Yeah. So he would try to make it in time when the bell rang. He had it all figured out.
There it is, right over there, right?
Yep, that's the public school. So what would you have to go? About 5 blocks?
Maybe 2, 3.
Well, I think more than that, because we drove down to the end of that lot where he lived, and then took a left.
Yeah, it's
2
about
blocks,
2.
and then yeah. I thought, how horrible to have to figure out a way so you don't get harassed. You know, and I suppose teachers didn't know anything about it, or you know, maybe that was the way it was. I don't think I would have. That would have been a tough childhood. I'm sure he probably did things that would egg him on.
He probably would have, he wouldn't admit what he did.
Oh, well, sure. Yeah. You know that for sure. I think for the most part that teachers are more aware of kids being bullied than they were back then. But you know, they can't be around each kid all the time, so. Now this Lincoln Street Market, it was a grocery store, it closed.
It did?
Yeah, it just closed.
Probably because
end of June, I think it was.
Probably because High V is up in here.
Yeah. But
I always like Graybeals.
yes, and I like radios too. But if you do go to, this is Dollar Fresh, but it is a Hy-Vee store. You know, some things are cheaper, but some things are higher. You know, once they get you in there, and you don't want to go to another, you know.
I've always just liked Graybeals, it's locally owned,
Yeah, yes, and that's where I do most of my shopping too, but, you know, they kind of have you over a barrel. What meaning, if you need one item and